All right, so I am back, and today I'm going to talk about why I do not believe when people say that there are no good men or women available to them. So let's get right into it.
Started from a DM, now she wanna see him. If you wanna link, baby, gotta be the weekend. Just follow me. Just
All right, so everybody either has a friend or knows somebody or is the person who sits there and says that there are no good men available, there are no good women out there. And this is what I have to say to that. Are you making yourself available to actual good men and women? Or are you allowing your type to dictate what you consider a good man or woman? Now, let me break it down to you, right? I know somebody who likes light skinned guys. This is not an issue, but she wants them to be aggressive and thuggish and all of that, right? But she also wants them to be compassionate and all of these other things. That's a contradiction in and of itself, if you ask me. But my thing is that what she wants in them emotionally and mentally is probably not coming in the package that she's looking for physically. That's not to say that there's not a guy out there who fits that, but when you do shrink the physical that you are willing to deal with, then you do have an issue. Put it to you like this. If I said I'm only dealing with chicks 5'4" or shorter who are light skinned red bones, right? Who are from the hood, I have already knocked out, I'm gonna just say like 70% of possible contenders. Why? Because I've specified the physicality of them entirely too much. Now, what I look for in a woman: intelligence. She has to have a strong personality and have a backbone. Like, I need a woman who, if she feels like I'm not listening to her, she's gonna speak up. Not one who's gonna shut down and they be like, "Well, you didn't look for the signs." I don't need to. I need you to speak up and be the adult that you claim you are. Woman up. That's what I want from them emotionally, mentally, and everything else. I also want you to be supportive. These are the things that I value more. All right. Now, I do not have a type physically. Like, my criteria is I have to find you attractive. That's it. I don't sit here like, yo, I want a skinny chick, I want a big chick, I want a thick chick. No, I just need to find you attractive. That's about it. If you go through my exes, I am positive none of them physically are the same. Just, they're not. Cross the spectrum. None of my exes are going to be physically similar. I don't care what you talk about. All right, I've had big girls, I've had small girls, I've had medium girls, I've had tall girls, I've had short girls, light skin, dark skin, caramel. I've been all over the board physically. Just, it is what it is. Big boobs, big ass, little ass. I will admit, the little ass was a mistake. That was upsetting. I'm an ass man, but I do not have a physical type. I have a mental type, a emotional type. That's what I have, and that's what I look for. And I've had relative success with it. Like, my absolute shortest relationship in adulthood is actually my current one. We're coming up on 2 years. My relationship before this one, I was with her 7, almost 8 years. Before that, in high school, man, I was a teenager. Yo, if we made it 6 months, you feel me? Like, I'm turning 30 this year, and I've really only had 2 real relationships as an adult. Everything else was nothing else. But that's because I look for stability long term. You feel me? Now, what I'm saying is, I hear women all the time, and I hear this from. I'm starting to hear this a lot more from men too. But I hear from women all the time that there's no good men out there. But the truth is are there no good men out there, or are you so specific on what you want physically that you simply cannot find what you need in what you want? You want a 6'5", dark skinned, muscular dude who is making 6 figures and he's 25. all right, I don't know where you're going to find that physically, but if you happen to find that guy, the likelihood that he will also match the criteria for what you want emotionally is very, very low. And you have to accept you need to prioritize what actually matters more to you. Does it matter more to you to be with somebody with some status, some money, and who looks a very specific way? Or does it matter more to you to be with somebody who you know will take care of you, who will care for you, and who will do everything in their power to make you happy? Which one matters the most? And then prioritize that in your search. For men, and be very specific with you, there is no such thing as a woman you can't make a housewife. Period. Strippers, ex-hoes, whatever. Every woman has the capability of being a housewife. It is up to you to be able to make her into that housewife, just like it is up to her to be able to make you into a husband. What that means is not you have to deal with or mold them. What it means is you have to show them what you're bringing to the table and get them to show back to you. Now, they always say, men, we will do what we are allowed. And this is true. As a man, I'll admit it. We do what you allow us to do. But women do the same thing. Men and women are not as vastly different in our behavior as people think. Women are more emotional. Men are more, I want to say logical. And that's kind of the way I'm going to lean to it. But a matter of fact, I'll say more instinctual. Now, what that means is that men and women both cheat. I believe women cheat at a higher rate than men, for the simple fact of, because women are always approached, women always know if something doesn't work out, there's somebody else. Men are not all like this. All right. I think I've been approached by women 2-3 times in my life. All right. It doesn't happen often to men. We're not really approached. And for the guys who do get approached a lot, they do tend to be a little bit more of womanizers. Tend to. Not all of them are, but they tend to be more of womanizer. The reason being is, just like how women feel, hey, I always have something else, they will feel the same way. What I'm trying to say is, like, there's good men and women out there. And I'm an advocate for dating within your race. But I'm also an advocate for dating who you love. If you happen to fall in love with somebody outside your race, then you have to accept and understand the challenges that are going to come with dating somebody outside of your race. They are not going to be able to understand and fully involve themselves into your community, just like you really can't for them. All right? I've never been truly attracted to a woman outside of the African American race. I love black women. That is what it is. I am not ashamed to say so. But if you've been dated outside your race, I will never shame you for that. You love who you love. Period. Right? So, I'll even say this. If you have not had success within your race, look outside. There's nothing wrong with it. If you simply aren't attracted to people outside your race, then that means you have to change what you're looking for within your race. But if you don't have that thing where you feel like you can date anybody, then go forth and try it. There's no such thing as no good men. There's no such thing as no good women. Sometimes it comes down to what you're looking for and where you're looking. Hey, that's all I got to say about it. Make sure you like, subscribe, share. Don't just watch me build my kingdom. Help me build my empire. And I'm out.